Forsooth Adam knew Eve his wife, which conceived and childed Cain, and said, I have gotten a man by God. And again she childed his brother Abel. Forsooth Abel was a keeper of sheep, and Cain was an earth tiller. Soothly it was done after many days, that Cain offered gifts to the Lord of the fruits of the earth. And Abel offered of the first engendered of his flock, and of the fatness of those. And the Lord beheld to Abel and to the gifts of him. Soothly he beheld not to Cain and to his gifts. And Cain was wroth greatly, and his cheer fell down. And the Lord said to him, Why art thou wroth, and why fell down thy face? Whether not if thou shalt do well, thou shalt receive well. But if thou doest evil, thy sin shall be present anon in the gates. But the desire thereof, that is, of sin, shall be under thee, and thou shalt be Lord thereof. And Cain said to Abel, his brother, Go we out. And when they were in the field, Cain rose against his brother Abel, and killed him. And the Lord said to Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? Which answered, I know not, whether I am the keeper of my brother. And God said to Cain, What hast thou done? The voice of the blood of thy brother crieth to me from earth. Now therefore thou shalt be cursed on earth, that opened his mouth, and received of thine hand the blood of thy brother. When thou shalt work the earth, it shall not give the fruits to thee. Thou shalt be unstable of dwelling, and fleeing about on earth in all the days of thy life. And Cain said to the Lord, My wickedness is more than that I deserve forgiveness. Lo, today thou castest me out from the face of the earth, and I shall be hid from thy face, and I shall be unstable of dwelling, and fleeing about in earth. Therefore each man that shall find me shall slay me. And the Lord said to him, It shall not be done so, but each man that shall slay Cain shall be punished sevenfold. And the Lord set a sign in Cain, that each man that should find him should not slay him. And Cain went out from the face of the Lord, and dwelled fleeing about in earth, at the east coast of Eden, that is, of earthly paradise. Forsooth Cain knew his wife, which conceived, and childed Enoch. And Cain builded a city, and called the name thereof of the name of his son, Enoch. Forsooth Enoch begat Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methuselah, and Methuselah begat Lamech, that took two wives. The name of the one wife was Ada, and the name of the other was Zillah. And Ada begat Jabal, that was the father of dwellers in tents and of shepherds. And the name of his brother was Jubal. He was the father of the singers in harp and organ. And Zillah begat Tubal-Cain, that was an hammer beater, and smith on all works of brass and of iron. Forsooth the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, Ye wives of Lamech, hear my voice, and hearken to my words. For I have slain a man by my wounding, and a young waxing man by my violent beating. Vengeance shall be given sevenfold of Cain, forsooth of Lamech 70 times 7 times. Also yet Adam knew his wife, and she childed a son, and called his name Seth, and said, God hath put to me another seed for Abel, whom Cain killed. But also a son was born to Seth, which son he called Enos. This began to call inwardly the name of the Lord.